A thick blanket of cloud rolled back to reveal a stunning sunrise over Mentor's Kraal near Jeffreys Bay. It was the fourth and final stage of the M&G PE PLETT. Lehani Oosthuizen and Elrika Harmsen Pretorius had over an hour's lead in the women's race. Matt Kaiser and Harvey Creer were just under 3 minutes ahead of the Kings of Neon, Alan Gordon and Keegan Bontekoning. The final flourish was a 65-kilometre journey northwards to Crossways just outside Gqeberha. It was the shortest stage of the entire race, but there were still challenges to come before a blast through the wondrous Three River Trails took them home with wide smiles. Rogan Smart was an early sufferer up front as he drifted off the back of the lead group, which contained his partner Sean Nick Bester. Mother mountain biking dealt a cruel hand to Tracy Campbell, who fell hard on the first section of single track. After a quick assessment, husband Bruce knew their hopes of a podium place in the mixed race were gone. Their race was over. In an effort to try and gain time on leaders Valley Electrical Titan Racing, Keegan Bontekoning drove the pace in the lead group. J Bay's famed railway single track was a chance for the shred junkies to get an early fix. Joining the leaders, Neil Clark of the bike shop had partner Kevin Evans further up the road. A brief moment for Insect Science when they realised Kaiser was just a little bit off the pace, and Smart had lost touch again. The Lurie Dam was the gateway to the Red Holstein Climb, the day's King of the Mountains challenge. Alan Gordon and Keegan Bontekoning's need to escape the clutches of the leaders was evident as they set the pace. A perfect scenario for race leaders Kaiser and Creer. This short, rough, steep section had Bontekoning riding it out. Behind him, Kaiser and then Gordon were off their bikes momentarily. Harvey Creer used the opportunity to surge past Gordon. Sean Nick Bester was holding back as he waited for partner Smart. The challenging climb drew the best out of the race leaders. Creer was in the groove. Kaiser was soon matching his every pedal stroke, and for the fourth stage in a row, they took the KOM, effectively ensuring that Insect Science were going to have to settle for second place, while Bester and Smart were somewhat further back in third. A run through the Longmore Forest section led them into the most engaging riding of the day, the flowing, smooth tracks of Three Rivers Trails. The Oxwagon run was followed by the brand new Dam Buster descent before they screamed down Purple Cow. Matt Kaiser and Harvey Creer crossed the line to take their third stage win and first overall stage race victory. A brilliant achievement considering they lost over 11 minutes to the leaders after stage one. Erstwhile leaders Insect Science's Gordon and Bontekoning were 4 minutes back in second place. On GC they were just under 7 minutes adrift of Valley Electrical Titan Racing. Women's race leaders Lehani Oosthuizen and Elrika Harmsen Pretorius' three-stage wins gave them an hour-and-a-half cushion to the second team, Eliska Favey and Tanya Skitter. The wintergreen Chiveta pair and the green leaders' jerseys were well on course for a fourth-stage win before a bent front chainring stopped them in their tracks. They lost just more than 17 minutes trying to fix it. As a result, Favey and Skitter were able to take their first-stage win in 3 hours and 57 minutes. Having repaired their chainring, Oosthuizen and Harmsen Pretorius came home in second in 4 hours 14, but did take the overall win by an hour and 15 minutes. The historic old Gamtoos Railway Bridge was shipped piece by piece from London and completed in 1884. It was used today to get the riders from the south to the north bank of the river. Mixed leaders Sam Saunders and Conway Oliver were in the company of Grant Daly and Nicola Freitas, who were then in second after the Campbells' unfortunate withdrawal. Grant was keen to hitch a ride on Conway's pocket. Twice a winner of the mixed with Catherine Williamson, Oliver was on his way to a 12th stage win at the M&G PE PLETT and a third overall race victory. The granola pair of Daly and Freitas was second, ahead of Mundy and Wesley Augustine. The 10th edition of the M&G Investments PE PLETT ended in a riot of energised, happy riders flying down the Three Rivers trails and into crossways to celebrate a wondrous 4-day journey from Nature's Valley. In a year's time, it'll all happen again in the opposite direction. Keep track of all the M&G Investments PE PLETT news on our social media platforms at PE_PLETT. And we'll see you in 2023.